All right, as we mentioned, less than 24 hours, tens of thousands of people will be on their way to the Balloon Fiesta. And if you've been before, you know the traffic jam this can create here in Albuquerque.
Oh, yes, but there are ways to get around that. And one of the most popular is to take the park and ride buses. Let's go out live to David Romero, who is at Balloon Fiesta Park this morning. David, and is this really one of the best ways to get there?
It seems to have been one of the best ways for years now, Elizabeth, and of course they are making it more convenient for everybody to get out here with those park and ride locations. They've added a new one this year. So let's start off with those 5 locations. They are as follows. They are in the Northeast Heights of Hoffmantown Church. This is near Harper and Ventura. Cliffs Amusement Park has a lot too. This is off Osuna and San Mateo, and there's also Coronado Center. Now in Rio Rancho, you can go to the Intel parking lot off of Highway 528. And here's the new location. This is off of on the southwest side of town of Albuquerque. You can use the parking lot at Unser Crossing, which is at Central and Unser. Now, let's get to where you can buy your tickets. The easiest way is online, the Balloon Fiesta gift shop, or at the park and ride lots. Now, tickets range from $6 to $20 and are cheapest if you buy them ahead of time. Now, the first bus takes off. This is for park and ride again at 4:30 in the mornings for the morning session and 3:30 in the afternoon for the evening sessions. And if you want to catch the first waves of balloon which take off in the morning, your best bet is to get on that bus that leaves no later than 6:45. And because traffic is lighter during the weekday balloon sessions, there's everything happening out here from Saturday through the following Sunday. But because it's light out here during the week, they want to remind everybody that there is no park and ride services on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Elizabeth, back to you.
Hey, that's really good to know, David. Thank you very much. Again, no park and ride services Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. We do have all of this parking information on our website and much more. Just head over to KRQE.com. And there are some new special shaped balloons that you will see this year. Here's a sneak peek. There's Simba from The Lion King, a chocolate cone right here, Squirt, fire hydrant, and all the way from Brazil is a red bird. Also, we have Aaron, a special shaped Elvis balloon, Cosmo, an astronaut from Texas, and one that will sure be a favorite is Shining Star. That's a wheelchair accessible balloon. And by the way, Uncle Sam, we're told, may not be at the Balloon Fiesta this year.
All right, you'll be able to see all of them and a whole lot more tomorrow when the Balloon Fiesta starts. Dawn Patrol set to start at about 5:45 in the morning. Here's a schedule right there. After that, Morning Glow, opening ceremonies at 6:45, the Mass Ascension at 7. Then the Albuquerque chainsaw carving will go on at 8. Then there's a lot more going on in the afternoon. They will inflate the gas balloons for the big race starting at 2. Then they'll have more chainsaw carving, the Twilight Twinkle Glow. Then the gas balloon race launches at 6 o'clock, and the Afterglow fireworks show is set to start about 8 o'clock. And so, you know, ticket prices this year the same as they were last year. It is $10 for adults 13 and up to get in. Kids 12 and under are free. And if you park at Balloon Fiesta, it is $10 per car. Elizabeth?
Remember, KRQE News 13 has complete Balloon Fiesta coverage for you. Join us tomorrow and Sunday right here on News 13 from 7 to 9 a.m. for our special Balloon Fiesta show in HD. And then next week we will be on from 7 to 8 Monday through Friday on 2 Casa Fox. We will have everything you need to know, again, also on our website, KRQE.com.
In other news this morning, thousands of dollars worth of movie equipment is now missing, stolen from a big set in Santa Fe. And this isn't just ordinary costumes or props, but stuff to make explosions. Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputies say a lot of propane bottles, burners, copper tubing, and more were all stolen from the set of Mark Wahlberg's latest movie. It's based on the book called The Lone Survivor. The gear was all at the bottom of the Santa Fe ski area, and deputies say the thieves did a lot of damage to other stuff when they stole this, too.
It's always concerning when, items used to make explosives or fires. That's concerning, especially with the dryness that we're experiencing now.
Without a doubt there. Right now, investigators don't have any idea who stole all of this equipment. The movie's just getting ready to shoot here in New Mexico. It's based on a true story about one Navy SEAL's fight to stay alive after the other SEALs on his mission were all shot and killed in Afghanistan.
A woman charged with leaving a toddler in a hot car so long he died is out of jail this morning. Sandra Rodriguez Miramontes, an illegal immigrant, posted bond. She was released by Immigration and Custom Enforcement, who was detaining her until her trial. Now, she is charged with child abuse, negligently causing death for the August incident. We have learned that last month, Miramontes posted bond at MDC first, then posted bond with ICE. Immigration officials say there are some bond programs that allow illegal immigrants to enter. Governor Susana Martinez jumps into action when she sees a baby left alone in a car. The governor stopped at a Santa Fe Walgreens when she noticed a 1-year-old child in a car with the car still running and no adult in sight. Now, the governor went into the store and had the car's driver paged. The dad came out and said he was just making a quick stop to buy some diapers and had left the baby in the car because the baby was sleeping. So the governor gave the man a long lecture and grilling for sure. Police were called, but the man was not charged. However, CYFD will be looking into the situation.